Hey guys, it's Dave Miller, and you're watching Cricket Fanatic magazine.
Hey guys, Khalid from Cricket Fanatics magazine here, and I'm here with David Miller. David, it's been a while since we caught up. I think the last time was in the MSL, but you had some time off from international cricket now. You watched South Africa obviously play that Test series. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, excited. I think it has been a while. Obviously played a bit of T20 around the world now with Big Bash and then also Mzansi. So I feel like I've got cricket under my belt, which is always a good thing. And I had a nice little break after the World Cup, which was important. And yeah, I'm in a great space. I'm feeling energetic. Feeling physically good, mentally good as well. I think in a space, if you can find yourself in a space like that, you're giving yourself the best chance, to give the team what your best and also performances.
You're now more senior player in the side. You've also been in those stages where you were a younger guy in the side and trying to make it with experienced guys around you. Now that you're that senior player in that side, how are you going to help the other youngsters perform in this team?
Yeah, I think firstly, everything's about performance. So I think for me personally, being a senior guy, you want to put your hand up in the difficult times. You don't want to be running away from challenges and situations that occur on the field. So to really take responsibility in a lot of performances. And then obviously off the field, you just want to be there for the guys. At the end of the day, we're all coming together to try and win, or to win. So, if I can give my best information to a youngster, if he's got some queries or whatever, you need to be open to helping and learning along the way. I always find all the T20 gigs that I've played in the IPL and around the world, where you come with a lot of local youngsters and then international guys, and I genuinely find because of that, I've actually learned so much through the youngsters, funny enough. So you never stop learning, and just being there for the guys. And at the end of the day, you want to create a level of competition within the squad that always breeds, a lot of steel and confidence within the squad. If you've got that bar, you keep raising the bar. So there's a lot of areas that you can look at, but just to really be there.
So talking about that, because I'm also a believer of you never stop learning. What sort of lessons did you learn from some of those youngsters?
I think as you move on, you tend to think a little bit more about the game. And as a youngster, you come in and you don't really feel like you've got time to think about things. You just sort of play your game on a natural instinct. And I find nowadays when I play my best innings, take match-winning catches or diving saves and stuff like that. It's really when you're in the moment and you're actually not really thinking about much. Your body just sort of takes over. So I think I sometimes get caught up in thinking about the game at times a little bit too much, rather than just playing the game. So it's not often when I do think about the game, because I'm quite a simple guy. But I'm just saying, there are times when you can just feed off that energy with the youngsters of just expressing yourself, at the end of the day.
I know it hasn't been long that you guys have been in a camp together, but some of the youngsters that are in the side, like the likes of Khalid Mohidin, Bjorn Verteen, Janaman Malan, you would have actually played against them in MSL or played with some of these youngsters too. What is your assessment of them, and what's their attitude and mental state like?
Yeah, I think they've, like I mentioned to a few people before, with the new crop of players that are coming through, they've really done the hard yards in domestic cricket. They deserve to be picked for South Africa, and it's an exciting time for Cricket South Africa to be having a sort of a new crop of players, and I think there's definitely a maturity about the guys that do get picked, and hopefully they can go out and perform the same way they performed in domestic cricket. That's what we're wanting. We're wanting results. We're wanting to win. And play the best cricket we can. So, the guys that have come through, they definitely have done the hard yards and learnt a lot through domestic cricket over the years of, failing as well as being, successful. So that's where you learn all your cricket.
So you haven't really spent much time with the new coaching staff, but Have you seen a massive difference from the interaction you have with Boucher, with Callis, and with Langeveld, etc.? Have you seen a massive difference in what you have done before to what you're doing now?
No, I mean I've literally had one session now, so I can't really comment on this kind of style that they have and all that. But I do know that the experience that they add and bring amongst the group is priceless. Between Boucher and Cullis, I think it's like 300 test matches, which is just absurd. So it's a great situation to have them. And you can draw knowledge from a lot of them. If you're going through a mental, like just mentally feeling a little bit like stuck, through tactically and all those kind of areas in cricket, they've been there, done that. So it's really nice to have that kind of knowledge and experience behind us.
So before the previous World Cup, we had Vision 20, we had obviously that Vision 2019, etc. Is it similar now in the ODI setup that you guys are talking about that now, or is this kind of just building as many games as you can get before the World T20, or is this, have they spoken to you guys about, okay, look here, we're preparing for the next World Cup?
To be honest with you, no one's spoken about anything at this stage. There's been no chat. We're meeting up properly tomorrow as a one-day squad, because the guys played yesterday, Titans and Lions, so they came in today, they got the day off today. So tomorrow we're going to talk properly and really get into the nuts and bolts. But yeah, I mean, I would assume it would be really just, as I said, results. You want to win it at all costs, regardless of what team is an inexperienced team, experienced team. You want to be winning. So I think we would want to be playing a brand of cricket that we go walk out to play, and we want to win. And that leads into the World Cup, that leads into the next series, that leads into a lot of different things. So I think if we can just take care of this series, concentrate on that, and see what happens after that.
And what's your opinion on Quinny as a captain? What has it been like to play with him as your captain?
Yeah, I mean, I said to a lot of people, he's come just come on leaps and bounds. With his the maturity he goes about things, the way he thinks about the game. He's a very simple thinking guy, and as we all know, Kuni, he's an exceptional player. He's performed for many years for South Africa at an unbelievable level. So a lot of guys draw from that, his performances, and he leads by performances. And then obviously being, tactically on the field, I think he's got a great eye for the situations. And he's got a great gift about just being calm out there and allowing guys to play freely.
Cool. And lastly, just a message to the Cricket Fanatics fans.
Hi, Cricket Fanatic fans. I just want to thank you for all the support that you've given myself as well as the Proteas, and long may it last, and we'll see you guys soon.